Hello, everybody. How are we doing today? Oh my gosh. Um, as you can see from the title, I titled it, Are You Scared You're Missing Out on All of the Halloween Fun? So, I'm gonna let some people hop on here. It's like lunchtime in the PST. I'm in Central Time, so it's like after 2. But holy moly, I don't know what the weather is doing for you guys wherever you're at, but in Kansas, it got cold. Like super cold. So much so that we had really nice weather, and then the past 3 days have just been miserable, like pouring rain, and then now it's going to be freezing. So I don't know what the weather is like for you guys, but fill me in because I it's miserable. Like I wish I had a little fireplace in my office because that would be great. Anyway, um so, poor weather aside, what's everybody doing for Halloween? If you want to make a comment or just post your favorite, like, do you guys like Halloween? I absolutely love Halloween. I love dressing up, I love doing all the things. Unfortunately, I am not dressing up this year, but all of my children are. So, I've got all of them costumes. I have 4 kids, so I'm considering that a win. But anyway, let's talk about FOMO for a second. And I don't know about y'all, but like I Post-it note queen. I decided not to type my notes out. So if you see me looking down, I'm looking at my notes because I want to make sure I get everything covered and I didn't want to forget anything. But yeah, I decided to go old school, paper pencil. Well, pen, pen paper. Good Lord, words are difficult today. Anyway, do you have FOMO around Halloween or the holidays? If you do, right? And FOMO means fear of missing out. So, do you feel like you're going to miss out on things if you don't get to partake? If you do, let me know in the comments. If you don't, if you've got that unlocked, that is amazing. And if you are sitting here going, yeah, I feel like I miss out on a lot. We're going to chat through that and I'm going to give you some stuff to use, some strategies to use so you can feel super successful around the holidays and Halloween and all of the things. All right. So here we go. The first thing I wanted to chat about um, is it something you want, right? So you've got trick or treaters coming. If you're sitting at your house, you've got your bowl of candy, passing it out, and there's little Twix in there, little Kit Kat. Kit Kats are my go-to, by the way. But anyway, so you're passing your stuff out, and you're looking down. You're like, that looks pretty good. That looks pretty good. Um, do you want it? Do you want to partake in the whatever it is, snacks, cookies, cakes, candy? Do you want to do that? Or is it just something you want right now? And in the description I wrote, is it something you actually want or is it your right now goblin? And I like to call her a goblin because she likes to sneak up on you and just put those little intrusive thoughts in your head a little bit and go, well, yeah, obviously I have to have this. There's a Kit Kat and I need to have it. So the first thing I would suggest you do is think about it, right? Is it something you actually want? Right? Do you actually want a piece of candy? If you do, great. Have a piece of candy. Eat the piece of candy. Fit it in. Enjoy it. And guess what? You don't have to eat all the candy right now. You can have some of it tomorrow. It's not going anywhere, right? So the stress of like I can't, we need to not say that, right? We are huge with fitting stuff in and living a happy, healthy lifestyle. So if that means fitting in some candy, fit in some candy, guys. But if it's not something you want, if it truly is just a want something right now, right? Pause, take a second and exercise that discipline muscle, right? The more you exercise it, the more practice you put in, the easier it gets. If you don't want it, you don't have to have it. And practicing those skills every single day, whether it be food, working out, whatever it is, I promise it will get easier the more work you put into it. Um, so something I wanted to ask you guys, well, and this is more of like an internal thing. You don't have to type any of these questions out. But how to tell if it's something you're really wanting or if it's just a right now thing, there's some questions you can ask yourself. And I'm going to run through like a little scenario. And so the first question you want to ask yourself is, why do you want this? Why do you actually want it? Right. So if we're focusing around like holiday, like Halloween candy, like there's a Kit Kat in front of you, why do you want this? Well, I want it because it tastes good, or whatever your reason is, right? So yeah, it's going to taste good. It's staring me in the face. It's going to be delicious. What do you gain? Here's question number 2. Okay, so the first question you need to ask yourself is, why do you want this? The second question you need to ask yourself, the second one, is what do you gain by getting it or having it, right? And so if it's a piece of candy, I'm going to get like a little bit of a sugar rush. It's going to make me happy in the moment, right? You get a little bit of serotonin and dopamine and that little bit of endorphin rush, and that's kind of fun, right? I get a little candy rush. So that's question number 2. And then question number 3 is, what do I lose by getting this? And this is kind of a bigger question, right? And at some point, we're not just talking about candy, right? But what do you lose by getting this? And if you want that little piece of candy, you want it because it tastes good. You're going to gain that little sugar rush. And I'm not really going to lose anything. I wanted the little piece of candy. I fit it in and I had it, right? But if you feel like you're going to lose whatever progress you're making in your journey by indulging or doing the thing that you actually don't really want to do, this is a question I really urge you guys to sit back and think about, right? What do I lose by getting this? Are you going to like lose some momentum? Are you maybe going to fall a little bit back on the track, and then it's going to be easier to keep falling and falling? Because if that's true, then you definitely don't want to do that. Okay. And really, those are the big 3 questions that you need to ask yourself about everything. If it's, I think one Sierra likes to say, if it's not a hell yes, then it's a hell no. And so it's kind of along the same lines of that. So let's just kind of recap. I'm not going to keep you on here all day because I know it's a Monday, number 1, and number 2, you got a Halloween holiday on a Tuesday. Like, oh, if we could just have those on the weekends, that would be great. But anyway, what I want to leave you with are those 3 questions again, to how to figure out if it's something you want for yourself or if it's just that right now goblin. And here's the 3 questions again, ladies. So it's, why do you want this? What do you gain by getting it? And what do you lose by getting it? I hope you guys are having a fabulous Monday. I hope you guys have a fabulous holiday tomorrow, whether you're dressing up, whether you're not dressing up, whether you're partaking in the things, whether you're not. I hope you can figure out if these are the things you want or if it's just your right now goblin. And I will be chatting with you ladies soon. I hope you have a great day. Bye.